Yes, I want a bad book.
Yeah, bad book. So I read this book on my Kindle. Okay. Because I got a Kindle for travel only.
Did
Travel only.
you like it using a Kindle while you traveled?
Yes, because it was so light. And I normally pack in like 3 hardback books, like in a carry-on, right? And my suitcase, and it was too much. So I bought on Prime Day, I bought one of those really little, tiny, like lightweight ones. It was great for travel. And it had some like free books on it, right? Kindle, I got Kindle Unlimited. So I was like, okay, I'll read one of them. And one of them had like high ratings. It's called It Happened One Summer. It's like a chick lit type book, right? Here's the cover of it.
I am
It has,
hesitant already because you said it was free.
well, Kindle Unlimited has a bunch of books that
Okay.
it's not like they're bad. It's just like part of the subscription I bought, right?
Is that by
And
Tessa Bailey?
so it has Tessa Bailey. It had good reviews. Let me see what it is. It's like 3.9 on Goodreads, right? So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, like I'll give this a shot. I got a long flight, right? Like kicked my feet up. Let's read some books. Horrible. Could not finish it. 0 stars. If
You
you own the book, burn it. I'm
DNF
not buying
it.
it to put on my
Or
shelf. It doesn't deserve to be here. It's awful.
why?
The author, I shouldn't do personal attacks. It was so horribly written. Okay. The dialogue is awful. It's like supermarket level dialogue. Okay. I'm convinced that it's not actually published. I think that some 12-year-old girl wrote this on Tumblr and somebody just posted it on Kindle as like a joke. Okay. Like I'm not convinced like an adult thinks people behave this way. So it is like it's like it's just I need a second. It's so bad. So it's about this girl. It's essentially like Paris Hilton, right? This socialite, pretty girl from LA. And she pisses her stepdad off one too many times by being reckless and vapid and just like obsessed with social media and not having a job. That he sends her to the Pacific Northwest to the bar that her to like live on her own. And he gives her like the bar that her dad lived and it's in this like fishing village, right? So she goes there with her sister and her high heels, and she goes and they refab the bar, and she falls in love with like the local widower, and it is just dumb. People don't behave that way. The conversations they have are not real.
The
It's
storyline itself sounds cringy.
I kept being like, it's rated so high, like it'll get better. And I kid you not, I finally was just like, this is not worth my time. Like this is awful. So I stopped. No one
I
should read it.
know someone who reads Tessa Bailey books and loves them. And now I'm really questioning that friend.
It's not like it's like this person hasn't actually experienced life. They've just like watched some like Bravo TV shows or something.
Oh,
It's like an alien watched Bravo and then wrote a book. I I don't know.
The Hallmark Channel.
Yes, the Hallmark Channel.
oh,
Anyway, don't recommend. Don't read it, you guys.
I
If I
really.
owned it, I would burn it right now in front of you all. But I don't. I just have it on Kindle.
Um, what's it called?
It happened one summer.
I've heard of it, or I've seen it on something, I think.
I for
One
sure
of the
have.
worst books ever. That list. It was probably on that list.
Yeah, 3.94.
It's
Who?
like, who's
What's
rating this?
the
If I
what?
could give it 0 stars on Goodreads, I would. Like, it's not, I don't get it. It's so bad.
Oh my
Everything about it is bad. The story is bad, the writing's bad, the dialogue's bad, the people are bad. Like, it's all bad.
oh my gosh. Someone wrote on Goodreads, I would sell my soul to be spoiled by this bearded fisherman. They rated it 5 stars.
He's weird.
Oh my gosh. If you read and loved Cat, you are going to want to pick this up immediately. Oh
I
my
want
gosh.
to know who those
Such
people
a
are.
sweet, hilarious, heartwarming story.
No, it's
So
Easily,
heartwarming.
easily best book to date. That's what we should do during these reviews is read Goodreads reviews that are wild.
If it says like cute and heartwarming, I usually will not read it.
That's a good
I'm like,
standard.
oh,
I guarantee you, whoever wrote that review hasn't read other books.
I feel like some people just like easy books that you can fly through, not ones that have any sort of like aspect where you have to put any thought into reading them or connect the dots on your own or do any sort of like analysis or interpretation is what I meant.
Yeah. It's like, this one's so bad though, because you just like read something, and you're like, no one would actually do that. Like he like shows up one day and just starts like helping him fix up the bar, right? And he's there and he's all manly and he downloads Instagram just to creep on her photos and he's like instantly obsessed with her. And it's so gross.
How old is Tessa Bailey?
Well, she writes books on Tumblr. Okay. It's actually a fan fiction by a 12-year-old
What if she's
girl.
not even real? What if this is just like another author by James Patterson? She's like, oh no, I
James
guess she's
Patterson.
real. Here's a picture. She's
I don't
40.
know. I don't think she could be real.
She's 40.
I think that every 40-year-old would know that that's not how people behave in real life.
Maybe she's lived under a rock.
I think it was just written by AI.
That could be it for sure. I saw you read Icebreaker, which I feel like is that same short sort of genre.
You want to talk about Icebreaker now?
Yeah, we can just do a quick read. We already have
Okay.
a YouTube video on it, but it's like the same.
You already did a YouTube video on it?
We did.
Who did?
I
You and Andrew?
compared Icebreaker to Famous Last Words because they're like the same story.
Oh, okay. So I'll just give you my quick summary on Andrea. Did you read Icebreaker?
I'll get it so you can see it.
Mhm.
You've seen it.
It's like hockey rom-com, which is like the new cool thing. So I will say, Madeline, that I rated Icebreaker not high, but higher than It Happens One Summer. This was better written, okay? Icebreaker, better written than It Happens One Summer. Still like a little corny, very predictable. There's the like good girl, and there's the knight in shining armor, and there's the bad guy that has like no redeeming qualities whatsoever. He's just a villain, which never makes sense to me. But so it was an easy read. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
It had no depth. It was
no depth.
so surface level, but it was easy read. Like you could binge read it.
Yeah, I've definitely binge read it. I did not hate it and cringe like I did with It Happened One Summer, and I actually finished Icebreaker.
Yeah.
So
There are more in that series if you ever want another easy read. But
it's just so predictable. But yes.
But I feel like sometimes that's what I want. It's just like surface level, easy.
Yeah. All right, those are my thoughts. No one read Tessa Bailey.
We're boycotting Tessa Bailey. I mean, I won't read her. I trust your judgment.
I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't. Maybe this is just like not her book. Maybe this is her worst book. I don't know. Maybe she has better ones.
We'll keep an open mind.
I'll try. It was just so bad.
Perfect. Well, It Happened One Summer.
Gag.
Ugh.